Glad.
Right, Shalom. And then God praises there.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, we're outside here once again through the spirit of Yahweh Yahushai to prophesy the downfall of this society. That's right. Alright, beginning with America and this whole Western world. Alright? We got the Hebrew Israelites who come in week in, week out to do so. Alright?
Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against the great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
God, so that is what a prophet's duty is, to prophesy destruction to our society. Every time the Most High is going to destroy a place, he sets up his prophets to come and prophesy that that place is going to be destroyed, so that way you can't blame him. Alright, you can't say the Lord didn't send no warning. Because the Lord always sends a warning before he destroys our society or our kingdom or our rulership. From back then up to now, Most High said he's the same, change not. So it makes no difference with America and this empire that the so-called white man set up. Every time the Most High wants the society to be destroyed, he sends his prophets outside here to prophesy the downfall of it.
Alright. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I set to judge all the heathen round about.
So that you Most High going and set that. What that scripture talking about, that World War III. And right now we see World War III in the making. All these nations coming together, they're testing the bomb, they're testing the nukes. This one testing a missile, and next one testing this gun we have. This one testing a tank. Alright? So all of that is going to culminate into this World War III that we prophesied about from since the apostles been on YouTube.
That's right.
And people been gainsaying, or you're talking folly, or you're talking madness. But hey, you can't gainsay right now. Right now, at this present time, you cannot gainsay that World War III is going to happen. When Donald Trump sent off that bomb in
Afghanistan. Moab.
It had a record-breaking searches on Google for World War III. Because most people spirit now to know that time here. Right?
This is Isaiah chapter 13 verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
Right, and that's what we're doing. We're exalting the voice unto you sleeping ones. That war is on the horizon, and to repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right?
Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Right?
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones.
Right, we are the sanctified ones of the Most High. The ones who have been cleansed through the word of the Lord. To come outside here and prophesy, you don't follow this place. Word.
My mighty ones for mine anger.
That's the angels. Because they have a part to play in the destruction. They're working on the minds of the kings of the east. Alright? And the king of the west too, which is Donald Trump. You could clearly see the Most High working on the mind of Donald Trump to do what the things he's doing. Because he just signing executive orders, this bill pass this next bill, pass that bill. He just signing executive orders. Like the man who going on push this World War III and this microchip and going on influential in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai coming back to deliver us. Right, God?
Even them that rejoice in my highness, the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle.
God, how about Hashem Yahushua must do the horse of the battle? Well,
They come from far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation.
because these news going to be shot out from a far country. Some going to be shot from China, Russia, Japan, Iran, and all going to be, majority going to be aimed at America. That is the destination for these nukes that have been created. The destination for the nukes that have been created in the earth, majority of them, their destination is going to detonate in the United States of America. Right? And if you believe in what we said, and you want to be saved, come into this truth. That's the only how you're going to be saved. You see? But
To destroy the whole land.
destroy the whole land of the United States of America. That is the land that's going to be destroyed. The whole earth, not.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken. O Babylon, thou wast not aware. Thou art found, and also been against the Lord.
So that was for you striving against the most. All them nukes going and come on you.
Right.
Alright? And the most I say, he has snare for you and you was trapped by it. You see? You building all them nukes, telling yourself you're going to do something else to die. The Most High give you the spirit to build them nuclear missiles to destruct. You see? That is how about Hashem Yahushua and his infinite wisdom. He ain't not trick back. When you give yourself power, you didn't give yourself no power. The Most High give you power.
I can keep that power.
God.
Most High trying to put the flesh back on Israel, but they trying to take it off. Alright, talking about all the Jesus. Alright, the Lord was a Hebrew man.
Okay, let's speak up, eh?
The Lord was a Hebrew man, so where J come on from? Alright, so Nate know the Lord name, but when you do, he cast it off. Now when he said that, you know, for people who don't know, they will say Jesus, that's what Nate say. Alright, he said for people who don't know in the streets, they will say Jesus. But to themselves, they will say the Lord name. But how come they sit up and still saying Jesus? To my belief that everybody in the congregation knows the Lord name already. So why still saying Jesus? Because why? You don't want to establish that name. Alright, you don't want to establish that name.
This is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render.
Yeah, there's a scripture saying the Lord shall destroy the brightness of his coming. But when the Lord comes, the scripture said in Isaiah 47, he didn't have meet as a man. Alright, the Lord coming back with the thousands of heaven, and the Lord gonna put or destroy America and put all these wicked people into death.
Right.
Alright? So the Lord coming for judgment this time and for vengeance. Alright? See, I've come to kill the fire upon the earth. And that is what the Lord coming back to do. Alright?
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Yeah, with flames of fire. So just like we did back in the time of the Lord, that was the first death. Now the second death is when the Lord coming to destroy America and other lands by means of thermonuclear destruction. Alright, fire, the Lord coming and purging that. Like the scripture say, fire and brimstone. Look up the word brimstone, go back to a cleansing agent. Right, because right now over in the land of Israel, that land is a wasteland. We have so-called Israelites that are running over there and talking about it. Israel are none for we right now. Right, there is a wasteland that they put trees and plant, you know, and put fake trees to beautify the place. The scriptures say the perfection of the whole joy, the whole earth. Right now, that is not the joy, the whole earth. The royal sea, nothing else.
That's right.
Alright, and the Negroes that he was our natives, they are the royal sea. We are the true Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
Alright? And that land can never be blessed until the Lord go and cleanse it out. That is the reason why the scripture said, I believe it's Ezekiel 38. It says what they're going to be a shake in the land of Israel. Right?
Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yeah, the slain of the Lord going to be many, but the Lord ain't coming to play games this time. The Lord ain't coming and people going to watch like they don't really want to take him on now. In that day, everybody gonna be running, trying to run towards the Lord to get favor. Who ain't gonna, as the scripture says, Revelation 6:16, let the rocks fall upon us and hide us on the face of him that sitting upon the throne. Some gonna be running from your house, shy, and like Nate and his coons, they're gonna be trying to run to get favors from the Lord, but the Lord gonna say, I know you not. Right?
This is Psalms 190, 126. It is time for thee, O Yahweh Shem El Shai, to work, for they have made void thy law.
Yeah, it's time for me to work. That's what the scripture say, awaken up my love till he please. And right now, the Lord coming. The Lord on the way. Sure. Alright? The Lord on the way, and it's only a matter of time before the Lord actually reach here. And how we know the Lord on the way? Because why? The scriptures say, at the end it shall speak. Alright, and it's speaking right now. Alright? So we know the Lord and we know our love are weak. Alright? Well.
I have a quick piece of this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 5. Or 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the day that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, it is manifest. So the end being manifest. The end being manifest right now. Alright, the end being manifest. But we see World War III before these countries, because I believe there was an interview with a guy who was working in the White House, and we said, I think it was in the year 2000, that they actually handed out some documents with a list of countries that they want to invade in a matter of years. It was 7 countries. It was Iraq, I think it's Iraq, I know for sure not North Korea, Iran, Iraq, and I can't remember the other countries, but the last one on the list that they hit yet is what? It's Iran. Alright, and he was like, what are we going in these countries for? The guy was like, we don't know. Just get orders to many countries.
Natural resources.
Exactly. So before America started to wage war on these countries, the apostles been out here prophesying that World War III and come to pass.
That's right.
So that's how we know who the true men of the Lord are. Because the scriptures say, before it comes to pass, I tell you that you know that I am he. Right? Good.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Yeah, Jacob and Esau. Jacob is the Negroes that knows that Native Americans, and Esau is a so-called white man.
That's right.
Right? If Nathan and afraid to talk about the so-called white man, guess what? Esau here we have. So we could talk against Esau as much as we want.
That's right.
But the Lord, Yahweh Shem El Shai, gave us the spirit to come out here and do just that. Did not the scriptures say, Revelation 11, that when they saw them, great fear fell upon them? If we out there just waking up Israel to say, hey, you are the true Jews, what fear had to come out of that? What fear had to come out of that? No fear. But while we prophesy that America gonna crumble, and it's right in the scriptures, that is where the fear coming from.
That's right.
So it's clear that Nate don't take that 501c3 charter.
So like, right, because energy, right? Inside of our theory, right? Energy. Well, guess what? We hopefully like, right? We put in our energy in knowing this doctrine, knowing our power, Yahweh Shem, and proclaiming it amongst the Gentiles. So it's being translated. So our energy from prophecy is going to be translated into what? The destruction of America. So what is it? What? So, yeah, can't.
You're going to find out we are about the truth. You're going to find out that the great millstone is about the truth. And you, like Nate, all of you so-called white people, all of you about that false doctrine on you.
Because what? The truth is factual. The truth will stand. Right? When the prophecies come to pass, then it's only then when they understand. Right? This is Micah chapter 3 verse 8. Verse 7. It says, then shall the seers be ashamed and the diviners confounded. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of power. But truly I'm full of power by the Spirit of Yahweh, and of judgment and of the mighty, to declare unto Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin.
Because the scripture saying after Proverbs 21:7, wisdom is too high for a fool, he opened not his mouth in the gate. So you ain't full of the power of the Lord, therefore you have no words to come out here and speak.
That shows that scripture right there shows that they are not of the Lord.
Exactly, have not the spirit.
Yeah, they don't have the spirit because what? If you circumcise in your way to seek the love of Esau by not saying that Esau is the so-called white man and there's the devil that the Bible speaks of, you're not full of no power. You are fear of the man. You are fear of the man that can only destroy the body. You understand? You don't have fear of the Heavenly Father who gave you a commandment to come out here and wake up the nation and to speak and teach the truth. He said he desired one and such to serve him in spirit and in truth. So all we saying is truth, and that's why the white man is offended. And we are going to offend because the scripture says wanted them to be offended at this word. So they're supposed to be offended. We're supposed to be mashing people's stores. We're supposed to be pounding some fingers. Right? Only then we know that we're doing, not only then, but that's one of the signs of us knowing that we're doing the right thing. We're not supposed to be making friends out here, we're supposed to be making enemies. Because we are all enemies of this world.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3, 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek loudness? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways.
Right. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Because they teach you wicked one thy ways. This is what Esau playing off of. It goes back to the parable of Balaam and Balak. You understand? Esau is making, under the 501c3 charter, they have control or gag order over Nathan them enterprise and all these other Israelite factions that call upon Christ. Right? So they're causing them to err. They're causing what? They're causing Israel to err. Read the last part again.
Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy way.
Right, they're teaching Esau, which is the wicked one, from birth, or from even before birth, because the spirit of the devil was given to who? Esau, the so-called white man. That's who that spirit was subscribed to. And the spirit of righteousness was given unto who? Israel, which was formerly known as Jacob. Right, the Negroes, the Latinos, and the natives, the 12 tribes. Right, we are the spirit of righteousness, and that is the truth. So why should we guard the truth? Why shouldn't we proclaim to the nations that the so-called white man is the devil, the Edomites, right? Because we're not talking about color, we're talking about spirit. The spirit of Edom is in the so-called white man. But they come in all different forms and shape and color and sizes, just as Israel comes in what? The scripture says Israel is a speckled bird. We're not only black people. Predominantly darker tribes were Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They were the predominantly darker tribe. But Ephraim and Joseph were what? The scripture describes them as what? A cake unturned. When they make a pancake, the side on the fire what? It's darker. But the side not on the fire, the side that facing up is what? Lighter. Right? But Israel is like a speckled bird. We come in different colors, come in different shapes, sizes. We may look like different other nationalities, but guess what? Our spirit is the spirit from the seed of the promise, which came through what? Isaac. Who go back to the father who? Abraham. Alright?
The scripture say, yeah, the salt and earth.
We are the
what salt is due to pot.
flavor.
And then when Jacob flavor different flavors. That's why they have 12 tribes, 12 different flavors. Really and truly is the only nation is still have different like everybody like have a different look. All the tribes have a different look.
Look at this, right? So that's to prove your point. You watch Moab. All fucking Moab look the same.
All of them the same.
Moab, you know, Koreans, the Koreans call themselves Koreans, but they're fucking Moab.
Yeah.
You understand? You watch Ammon, all Ammon look the same. You understand? Going to the physical traits, you watch your eyes, how the eyes is both Down syndrome, but the eyes shaped differently, right? So that just proves the point. You understand? That's why they get offended if they call a Filipino Chinese. You're gonna get offended, you're gonna kick brass. You call a Taiwanese, you call them Japanese, you're gonna get offended. But relatively all of y'all look like the same shit, the same piece of shit, just on a different day or a different piece of land, right?
That's the way I feel. because they say that they feared Esau. So therefore they feared to speak against the so-called white man. It's Isaiah 41 verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed. In the scripture say, be not dismayed at their faces, for I shall confound thee. Come. Go on, read it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so that way we are afraid to go out here and talk bold in the street. Go back to Ephesians 6 and 19. We testify in the Lord name boldly. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 17. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise, and speak unto them all that I command thee.
They're like an Haitian priest. White man told you stop. Why you don't stop? Going back to when you don't stop about Trayvon Martin. When the white man tells you, man running you don't with a gun until you stop and you like, shoot me on my chest. Hey, Nate and his crew, they just serve us. They just serve us. And the Lord, as the scripture says, going to destroy them with the brightness of his coming. So you're going to be a part of that lot. Sure. Like go back to Jeremiah 9:25. You're going to be destroyed along with your lover. The scripture said, no hand join in hand. Wicked shall not go unpunished. And it said that I be found with them shall be trust you. You're going to be trust you with your big papa.
Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them.
Yeah, and that is what's going on. They get confounded because every minute the apostles are checkmate on the doctrine. And so the Lord confounded you. Just today, their woman come out and so there's a banner scheme artist. Alright? Just like the if you up on the so you come in and you come in bank, in the Unity Bank, like as well point a bank, in church, they have a cash swipe to take your blasted money. Understand? I thought the scripture said, you have taken my father's house and made it a den of thieves. That's why the Lord said, don't dwell in temples bearing hands. Right? Good. Is it? Alright.
Jeremiah 9 and 25. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcision.
Go ahead.
Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that are in the uttermost corners that dwell in the wilderness. For all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in the heart.
Yes, the Lord come back and destroy the 2/3 of Israel along with the other nations, the wicked of the other nations. Alright? So if we feel the Lord just come back here to take all Israel, nah, guess again, the Lord only for the elect. Sure? Alright? We'll just finish with the scripture. It's Isaiah 41 verse 4 verse 10. Fear not thou, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. So that is why we're not afraid. Alright? Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. And the white man incensed against me,
His diviners,
the scriptures say with Antiochus that he had got this Antiochus on the canal. When he said he had much shoulder towards Israel, much hatred. He had real hatred towards Israel. So right now the hatred for the so-called white man have towards us is increasing. You understand? So the Lord saw that they were incensed against us, and he showed that we go back to Christopher Columbus, go back to when they had the Negroes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in slavery. Alright, they were incensed against us because for what reason they did us that? For what reason? They had no reason. Alright? It says, they shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them. Even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as nothing as a thing of naught. For I am the God, for I the Lord thy God, will hold thee with thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So the Lord saying, don't fear. Right? I think it's going back to Isaiah 43. The Lord saying, even in the fires, if England touch you, the Lord is going to protect us. Right? So we are none to fear.
That's right.
Alright?
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and they give destroyeth the heart.
Yeah, oppression, we've been oppressed. Alright, we've been oppressed day after the increase in taxes, the money going down. Alright, the only thing that ain't going up is your pay. Alright, but taxes going up, food price going up. But guess what? Your pay staying constant. The only thing that don't waver in this, it might still waver just now, because just now they might actually still drop it. Alright, because I believe in America they was actually dropping the pay week or the work week. Alright, they was dropping the amount of days some individuals would work. I think they did that in Venezuela. Right, things gonna start to get real sticky right now. We see Venezuela in real chaos right now. Saying that children literally dying from hunger. Right? Lamentations 4, Lamentations 5, and I believe it's 2 Kings 4 gonna play over again right now. When the scriptures say our children were our meat in the famine, they're gonna be playing over again because hey, for all you know they probably start eating people over there in Venezuela, but they just say bring it on the media. Right, good.
Preach the truth as it's supposed to be.
To show the IUIE, Israel United in Esau. That is what they should name on themselves. Alright? That is what they should call themselves, Israel United in Esau, because that way good.
I have a scripture for you. This is Isaiah chapter 8, starting at 12. Starting 11. For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, say not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say, a confederacy, neither fear ye their fear.
Yeah, confederacy mean going back to Isaiah 28 and 15. Made an agreement with death and hell. Alright, made a league with them. The scripture Isaiah 36 and 5. Alright? Isaiah 30 and 1, they go down to Egypt, put a trust in Egypt. So the Lord said, don't make no covenant with these people. Don't run and take that microchip, which is the mark of the beast. But soon to be implemented. Don't run to that. Alright? When these people running towards to the government because they don't know, because hey, a couple of years ago they started implementing in Venezuela something called the Papa chip so that they could get food. And that is when the situation wasn't as worse as it is right now.
So like the Elamite government that we had previously, the UNC, or People's Partnership, they wanted to pass that social card with the chip in it, right? So guess what? When that chip, how they say progresses, when we come into what the microchip. So that what they say is that social card was a biometric card. Also, she called it the former Prime Minister. What's her name? Kamala. She called it a biometric chip, right? And when that updated, it would have been the microchip, right? We don't know what this present regime have in plan, right? But they're done with Rome, with all these taxes that they're coming up with. There's a system on Rome, right? Yeah, that biochip. Well, you're getting the social welfare. Them mothers, you know, they had the grant for the $500 for right. You would have give the women and them for children, single mothers and shit. You would have give them that $500 grant through the chip or the card. They would have give you your pension through the chip or the card, right? They would have give you what else? Well,
All them houses they giving away.
yeah, all them things.
Yeah.
You would have to sign up. You would have to get that chip or the card to get that benefit now. Yeah. Verse, now continue verse 12. A confederacy neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid when you see when the scripture say Leviticus 26, that 10 women shall make your bread in one oven. Don't be afraid when you see hardly have food, the hardly have water, and people die all over the place. So run to the government for help. Don't do that. Alright, don't do that because the government, hey, they're basically gonna cause you to fall into condemnation.
That's right.
To be destroyed. Alright, because they're gonna cause you to take that chip. That is why the Lord sent us out here before them things happen, to speak against it, to forewarn the people, whether they hear or whether they forbear. Alright? The America gonna be destroyed. Alright, the economy gonna collapse. World War III gonna break out soon.
That's
right. For the chip gonna be implemented.
That's right.
So law gonna be pushed.
That's right.
Alright? So that is when the Lord give us the spirit to come out here to come and prophesy about these things.
And the Savior gonna come with what the world call UFOs, with chariots from heaven to deliver his elect men, 144,000. Right?
This is Amos 3:1. Hear this word that Yahweh had spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Yeah, hence the reason the scriptures call it the time of Jacob's trouble. Alright? To punish 2/3 of Israel for polluting the earth. Alright? Because it was them to no judgment. Alright? You are the one that the Lord went into that agreement with. Alright? Talking about the covenants. Alright? Good.
Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evilness.
Yeah, so just like the brother read. Don't make no confederacy with them. So the Lord said don't enter into the way of the wicked. Go ahead.
It says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it.
Yeah, going back to Ecclesiastes, I believe it's 23. We from a serpent. So the Lord said avoid it and pass by it. Alright, so when you see these people going their way to the trip, hey, don't run with them. Alright, don't run with them. Alright, go ahead. If the Lord went back to Deuteronomy 8:3, suffer to hunger for a while, hey, so be it. But they rather to die, the scripture says it's better to die by the sword than to die of hunger. But better to die of hunger than to die because of this chip.
You see that we give faith to in 2nd Ezra chapter 2. I'm sorry, in Sirach chapter 2, he say what? Whatever is brought upon thee, take thee cheerfully, and don't make haste when thou art brought low. You understand? So know that when these things happen, and you truly in your spirit believe that you are the elect, know that these things are happening because the Most High is trying you. You understand? He will give you a way out.
The scripture says how come all I'm pointing. Hey. Some of us can't get caught up in some of us ain't. They just our lot. So as the brother said, we're going to take it cheerfully. Alright? But
It says, and pass away, and avoid it, and pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall.
yeah, and the evil don't rest. The evil don't rest. That's where they constantly bringing out what laws, implementing laws whereby they could oppress us. Alright? Coming over the executive orders where they could oppress us. So the wicked don't sleep. Alright? So then we're not supposed to sleep, matter. So we're supposed to be on the mark, let's say ready to go and to preach this word. Alright? Voilà.
This is Psalms chapter 1 verse 1 to whatever. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
Yeah, the law that he meditate day and night means what? You're gonna be exercising prophecy. You're gonna be occupying prophecy. Your mind gonna be on it. I wonder when this thing gonna happen. Let me look at it, let me do some research. Put you some news so I can have an idea, a little inclination on the times that we're in. Because the scripture says measure not the time diligently. How are you going to measure the time? When you look up the word measure, goes back to the word examine. So you have to examine something to know the times that we're in. Look at current events to know what's going on around here. Take your head out of dust and look around. Alright? Go through the news. Alright? And right here. And according to 1 Corinthians 2:14. Compare spiritual things with spiritual. Compare what's going on around the world to what in the scriptures. Alright? But first of all, you had to be taught. You don't just pick up this Bible and learn. You had to be taught from the apostles all the way down. And from their teaching you how to do this thing, setting up that portfolio to show this is where you do, this is where you don't do. You could understand clearly. Once the Lord get that increase, you can understand clearly the times that we're in. Right? And we in them last days. We in them days that the scriptures the Lord told John. The scripture says, seal not, for the time is at hand. And the Lord said that about 2,000 years ago. So guess what? How much more closer we are right now? And we actually seeing these things come to pass right in front of our very eyes. It's like you open a book, you them 3D books with the opening pictures popping out. That's like the scriptures to us right now. The prophecies popping out in your face like a hologram.
Got it.
Right.
This is Proverbs 25:2. It is the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter.
Yeah, to search it out to what? To dig up the news, to go and find out, to give Jacob warning. Lord said to give them warning from me. Alright? There.
This is Isaiah 8, verse 13. Sanctify Yahweh of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread.
Well,
And he
so
shall
let the
be...
Lord be a fear, let the Lord be a dread. Alright? I wanted to do this video. Who saved me? Alright? Who saved me? The man who think that himself who saved me is a man who don't fear the Lord. Alright? Because the Lord said, hey, we're not fearing heaven and earth. Alright? So you're supposed to stop worrying about what a man will say and worry about the Lord thinking. Alright? Go ahead.
And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Yashar Allah, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Yes, so the Lord gonna be a stumbling stone for the 2/3 of Israel, but for the elect, he's gonna be a sanctuary. What the scriptures say, as his ways are played unto the righteous, they are stumbling block unto the wicked. And now people getting flipped to the upside down over the scriptures.
So like that's what going on with Nathan now. Because what? It's a stumbling block now to preach Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's a stumbling block now to what? To call Esau, the so-called white man, the devil. You understand? So he now become a stone of stumbling onto the whole organization. And those who have the eyes to see, the elect will see it. And the ears to hear, they will hear it. You understand? That organization has nothing to do with your salvation. That organization just has to do with that, with them being rich and being set up in this hell.
That's what he said. He said, coming out here and speaking against the so-called white man, would that have to do with your salvation? Doctrine is part of your salvation.
Proclaiming and pushing that vibration of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has to do with your salvation.
The doctrine is part of your salvation, and preaching and prophesying against the so-called white man is part of the doctrine. So it has everything to do with your salvation. By you taking out that, you actually taking on piece of the puzzle, so you actually get incomplete. And the scriptures talk about being perfect, wanted, nothing.
One more verse.
And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken.
Yeah. Now we're seeing it going on in church. They have in some churches, you see millions of people in the congregation. They might, to keep a church on Sunday, they might have to rent out a stadium. Alright? There is many. Alright, the scripture says many shall follow their pernicious ways. Alright, but the scripture says go back to Ezekiel 11, a little sanctuary. Alright? A little sanctuary. That's why the scripture say many the war was made from many, but few shall be saved. Few.
Sorry. Imam, Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20 please.
First Peter 2 and 7 says, unto you therefore which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is become the head of the corner.
Yeah. So to them, the scriptures say, whoever fall upon this shall be broken, and whoever fall upon shall be broken, beaten to powder. And that stone is Yahushai. That same stone is the stone that broke the remnant of the toes in pieces, and the remnant of the statue. Alright? That same head cornerstone is Yahushai. And by you say that the Lord's name is Christ, you actually disallowing that head cornerstone. You disallowing that head cornerstone, and hey, it's going to be destroyed. Right. Because in that day, you're going to turn to the Lord And they're gonna come knocking on the door and say, Lord, let me in. But the Lord, Yahushua gonna say, no, you're not. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 20. And it came to pass, verse 1, and it came to pass in the 7th year, in the 5th month, the 10th day of the month, that certain of the elders of Israel came to inquire of Yahweh and sat before me. Then came the word of Yahweh unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the elders of Israel, and say unto them, Thus said Yahweh power, are ye come to inquire of me? As I live, said the Most High power, I will not be inquired of by you.
Yes, the Lord said he gonna be inquired of by you. So basically, just like the Lord did Saul, the Lord ain't gonna respond to them when they pray. Alright? The Lord ain't gonna listen to them. So therefore, the reason they can't quote your prophecy because the Lord ain't gave one that gift of prophecy. Alright? He gave that gift of prophecy, so that's why they couldn't come out here and just talk shit and make noise! That's all they could do. Alright? Go on.
This is Isaiah 5 and 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. And the harp and the viol, the tabret and pipe and wine are in their feast. But they regard not the work of Yahweh, neither consider the operation of his hands.
Right, that is IUIC and all these other Israelite factions, because what? It says the what? The war means destruction, right? That follow after strong drink. That strong drink is what? Different doctrines and philosophies. So they come up with all different things. What? General Gehenna have it what? That they shoot guns, they go to the range, they're out here with what? With armbands, as though there's some big G.I. Joe or some Power Ranger. You understand? All that have to do with what? Doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Waking up the elect of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel to who they are, right? Letting them know why they are in the low state that they are in. Letting them know why they're being oppressed. Letting them know that this oppression is going to continue until they persecute us to take the chip, which is going to be the mark of the beast, which will be your ultimate death, right? None of that has to do with our salvation, right? What IUIC has a television show on cable programming, however it goes, wherever it may be, right? They sign themselves across to the devil. They signed a deal. It was on BT. They were slowly working their way up. They was working their way up. If you check the track record, now they reach. They commercialize. IUIC is commercialized. They're getting paid. They're getting paid. The scripture said what? Buy the truth but sell it not. And that's what they do. They're selling the truth. Right? Continue to read.
So instead of looking for fame, basically, right? No, let me say they get a fame. They get 5 minutes of fame. But 10 years down the road, who gonna remember them?
Can't.
I'm sure you can ask somebody here who is Sam Cooke. And half the men here can't even tell me who is Sam Cooke.
Can't. But if you start to sing a song though,
You understand? People might even know who is Michael Jackson 5 years down the road. Alright? They might know who is Denzel Washington. You understand? They might know these things because why? During that era, them people had their play. But guess what? Everybody knows who's King David.
can't. Yeah.
Everybody knows who's Yahushai. Well, according to the scripture, so-called JC. Well, who you ignorantly call JC. But his name is Yahushai. Everybody knows who's Abraham.
Can't.
Alright, because their name live on eternal. But when you just walk 5 minutes of fame in this life, and then 10 years down the road, nobody don't know who he is, guess what? You lost you sell his soul for naught. But the men, the elect, the scripture said the 12 apostles, their name gonna be etched in stone. So their name gonna live on eternal. Alright? So we're looking for eternal excellency, not for to endure for a moment. That don't make sense.
Yeah, he didn't finish it. No,
Oh, well, just to back up what you're saying, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2:3. It says, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Yeah, that is just it. So are you still looking for fame right now? But guess what? In a moment of time, let me say, hey, we know this, you know this killer ain't gonna endure for 10 years. But let me say it endure for 10 years. Nobody, I bet back then everybody know who Lahab was. Alright? Everybody know who Sabak was back then. Everybody knew Comfy. But some people know who don't know who is Comfy, who don't know who is Sabak. And guess what? So when you have matter time before people who don't know who is late. So you sold your soul for naught.
That's
right. Sign a moment of time, you're gonna be forgotten.
It says, verse 1, for the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostril is as smoke, and a little spark in the movement of our heart. Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Yes, so that's why they're looking for the 5 minutes of fame. Because they know in a moment of time they're going to be forgotten. So here what? Before I die and not leave an impression in the sand, let me leave the impression before the water come and wash it away. Alright?
It says, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
Good. But
for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Yeah, I have some great.
That 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 32. If after the manner of men I have fought with beasts at Ephesus, what advantage it me if the dead riseth not?
Yeah, because guess what? If the dead don't rise, then guess what? We're going to have an eternal excellency. Alright? So now Paul is saying, hey, if we're doing this work to inherit in the kingdom, if the dead don't rise, then guess what? That means you have a shy dead, and we ain't going to inherit nothing. Alright? So that means we name ain't going to be etched in stone. Go ahead.
It says, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die.
Yeah, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. So let me just ball out. Let me go sell the soul to that 501 C3 charter, get 2 million from the government, and ball out, buy a boat, one sail, get some women, and just ball out.
Fight not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. Our precept. This is First Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 2. But even after that we had suffered before and were shameful, entreated as ye know at Philippi, we were bold in our power to speak unto you the gospel of Yahweh with much contention. For our exhortation was not of deceit.
Yeah, with much contention. We go back to Acts 15, it said what? There was great disputation and dissimulation with them. Alright? Because why? Because I'm preaching this word.
Right? For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness, nor in guile. But as we were allowed of power, or Yahweh, to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but Yahweh which tried our hearts.
Yeah, we come out here to be men preachers. We come out here to preach this word. Alright, preach the whole doctrine. Alright? Because preaching the whole doctrine, if you so love your people, then you will declare to them the whole doctrine. Right. And not the scripture said, do nothing in partiality. Not preferring one over the other. And by you preferring not to speak against the so-called white man, you being partial. The scripture says, are you not partial? You being partial. Because you're supposed to come out here and declare the whole doctrine. For your hand full with men's blood, now the scripture say, you're like white sepulchres inside full with dead men's bone.
Can't.
You know how much men blood upon your hands? And you ain't washing your hands? Because why? You don't want to declare this whole word. Alright? The scripture, the Lord tells Ezekiel to eat the whole roll. But you want to eat peace. Alright? You tell some people you give them food. Like my sister used to do that a long time. You give my sister paid, I should pick out all that peas and put it instead of eat the rice. Literally. And that's how Nate and them other groups are. The Lord give them a plate of food and they'll pick up wherever the thing they don't want, pick it out and put it on the side and eat everything that they find savory. But guess what? You casting aside all the nutrients. Alright? And the Lord gonna destroy it for that.
Verse 5. For neither at any time use we flattering words, as ye know, nor a cloak of covetousness. For Yahweh is witness, nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others.
Yeah, neither of men sought we glory. We looking for glory. I think it was Apostle Ariam Blab and Elder Yashwamba. They did a video and they basically were saying that guess what? You can't get your glory before the Lord. Yahushua to get his glory first. Alright, so when you seeking glory here, guess what? You ain't coming out here to teach your words, you come out here to teach your Lord doctrine. So it's the Lord Yahushua, Yahweh Shemel Shai, go back to Isaiah 2 and 17. Only the Lord can be exalted in that day.
That's right.
And that whole day is what, 1,000 years. So during that era we live.
Yeah, we speak with the hope of not sinning presumptuously. We actually pray to the Lord that we don't sin presumptuously. Because what? That's why we come out here and we speak according to the word. Isaiah 8 and 20. It's 8 and 20. To the Lord, to the testimony. Right? We speak the Lord's word. We don't speak our words. Right? And Esau can't put a gag on us. By my prophets, right? Esau can't put a gag on us. Because our spirit is to speak the word of the Lord.
27.
Can't.
Lord, thou hast deceived me.
Yeah.
Thou hast greater than I.
Yeah. Can't.
Psalm Jeremiah 20,
I had it earlier on.
verse Psalm 7. It says, O Yahweh, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I, and hast prevailed. I am in derision daily. Everyone mocketh me. For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil, because the word of Yahweh was made a
But
reproach.
guess what? When you don't preach the whole doctrine, you will never be made a reproach.
No.
What ain't gonna be gonna make you proud of spoiling and travailing.
You'll be comfortable.
Unto me, and a derision daily. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire.
And that's part of the elect. The elect will be a lamp. The scripture saying Psalms 104 verse 4. Making his ministers fire. You understand? So guess what? The elect, we hoping to be part of the elect. We're gonna have that burning flame in we that can't be extinguished. So as much as you might want to just stop to the works, that word in your soul, you burning like it does, you can't
stop. You can't miss our works. If you do have to by any means miss our works, you feel sick. You literally feel trouble in your mind, in your spirit. You understand? So anybody who taking a vacation from the works is a manifestation that you're not part and parcel of this journey. You understand? It's a loafer.
The scriptures say, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Living water is what? Running water. Now if out of your belly,
because stagnant water is no life.
Yeah. If out your belly can flow rivers of living water, try putting on a pipe in your belly and close your mouth. You can't. Because it must come out.
Yeah.
It must come out. And the Lord turning a pipe in your belly, the water must gush out. It will come out. So as much as you might try to keep it closed, you're going to seep out, this drops, you're going to seep, instead of spraying, instead of just gush out.
Now, it goes to show that they have many men, and as the other apostles always say, right? They have they have wicked men among GMS, but they have wicked men in these Israelite factions too. Because why? What these men do? These men here, and they're just repeating being monkeys and parrots, but really and truly, they're not really about these scriptures. Really and truly, they're just here making up numbers, as I said, loafers, right? You ain't gonna be distracted by Satan, right? Yeah, these men they're not about these scriptures. These scriptures is not their life, it's not their spirit. The spirit of this book is not their spirit. Because the spirit of this book is to come out here and do this work. The spirit of the book is to get the hell out of here. This place, we want this place. We pray that Yahweh shall come immediately and destroy here. But we know the prophecies have to be fulfilled. So we know that we have to be patient and endure all the hardship that's coming.
That's right. Going back to that video that Apostle Ariam and Elder Yashwamba was doing. This is where is it? Philippians chapter 3 verse 20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence we also look for the Savior and Lord Yahweh Mashiach. We look how the word conversation actually goes back to citizenship. So hey, we dwelling place, we citizenship. Home, sweet home. Home is where heart is in heaven. So our desire is to go back there. They will do everything they could just to go home. That's our desire. So we know home. The scripture said there is no resting place. There are nothing here for us and polluted. Alright, you go and bugging out. Alright, when you get early morning to go to work to make other people money. Alright? There is hell. Right.
Zari, you saw that scripture, Isaiah chapter 5?
What the scripture say? The people of this, the children of this world are wiser than the children of light. When you go back to I believe it's Luke 16, what did the rich man say? Abraham sent Lazarus with a drop of water just to put it on my tongue. Alright, and warm my brethren. So even the so-called white man know the torment of slavery. But Jake don't know the torments of slavery. Jake loves slavery. The scripture say they love oppression. The scripture say they love oppression.
Man, we telling them they enslaved and they just like, boy, what man is he talking? Yes, Isaiah 5 start at 20 to 26 now. Isaiah 5, 20 to 26.
This is Isaiah 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Woe means what? Destruction, right? So destruction soon come for them. Go ahead.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Right, who doing that? These are the Israelite factions. How they doing that? By the doctrine, right? Also the Christian churches, also the Muslims, all these other religions, every other doctrine and philosophy. Go ahead.
Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
Right, the prudent, I mean prudent means careful. Sorry. The word prudent means careful in their own sight. Right? They're taking care of the doctrine that they preach. They don't want to preach the doctrine that we're preaching, but the doctrine that they're preaching is causing Israel to err. Go ahead.
Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink.
Right, that's strong doctrine. To go back to Israel, it's part of your doctrine. That's what the GOCC does. Know when the Bible is written, matter of fact, the Mosai said, don't go back into that land. That's strong wine, right? What a strong wine that they have. IUIC said what? It's more important to have fringes than to what? Mark your beard. The chip is not the mark of the beast, it's an embargo. All these other things are strong wines. And these strong wines, these strong philosophies, look, the Most High always sends examples. The Most High always sends examples. Three flunkies. 3 IUIC flunkies. Right? Now if you're true men of the Lord, the scripture say what? Contend in thy faith. We're speaking about you, IUIC. You all are not the true men of the Lord. You all are not the prophets of the Lord.
That's right.
So when you see us, we here, we bold. We have signs, we have everything. Why they don't come up and contend for the doctrine? No. They turn their back. Because they don't have the spirit of power of the Most High. Right? They're cowards 3 weeks. 3 weeks cowards in the doctrine. I'm not talking about confrontation. This is about the 3rd week that they pass that we see them, right? 2nd or 3rd, something like that, right? Second week, about the 2nd week. right? No doubt they might have passed unnoticed by us already. You understand? But they're not for the truth. Go ahead, you keep a scripture, right?
Which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him.
Huh. They take away the righteousness of the righteous. Right? Because they have sincere men that amongst them, the elders always say that, the apostles always say that. Right? They have sincere men that sincerely looking after what? The doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? That's looking after the truth. But guess what? In due time, everything is going to be made manifest and they will get out of that madness. Go ahead. And women, sorry, Salakia. Not forgetting the sisters, the righteous sisters out there. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore, as the fire devoureth,
That's not no righteous sisters. Sisters that follow the word.
That following you, Salakia, yeah.
Someone sing it fine.
You find that, yeah. I agree.
Have that.
I retract that statement. I repent. Salakia. Go ahead.
therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff,
And the fire devour the stubble and the flame consuming the chaff. And then what we seeing too, when you see these so-called, I call them whistleblowers that come out of the camp of IUIC and saying like that lady last time that was saying that what? They had a woman there whose husband committed incest, right? And when they went to Nate to the complaint, Nate said they can't go to the cops because if they go to the cops they'll mash up, they'll be bad for the church. Right? That's the stubble being burnt up. Right? That's the chaff. Repeat it again, what?
therefore as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff,
Right. Right. This is a small portion of that destruction. Right? Because the fire devours everything that they say that we do, they say that GMS rapes. We never once get hold or was locked up for raping a 12-year-old or whatever age they say, because the age just keep on reducing. Right? So the lies and hypocrisy that they spread against us, guess what? When you point that finger saying that we do it, 3 fingers pointing back at you. And we seeing it now because the fire, through the word, your words has been made manifest. Your works has been made manifest. Right? Because people coming out from among you and they declaring your wicked words. Works, sorry. Go ahead.
It's Matthew 5 verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
For whose sake? For Yahweh Shem Yahushai's sake. And that's righteousness' sake. Go ahead.
therefore as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their roots shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust.
Right. The blossom shall go up as dust. What does happen with dust when they go up in the air? They blow away. Alright? They're gonna get burnt up. Right? We know the end and the beginning. Right? And then what we keep on telling you, IUIC, repent from your wickedness. GOCC, repent. All these other Israelite factions, just hey, those who are sincere amongst the congregation, follow after the apostles of GMS. That is it. Just follow the doctrine. We're not telling you to really follow men. If Elder Taha cuts his hair one way, you cut your hair the same way. No. We all out here, look at that. The scripture says Israel is as a speckled bird. Each brother here have a different garment, have a different hairstyle, have a different way of speech. We don't all speak the same way. Come out here doing cadence and doing repeated, looking like monkeys and parrots out in the street. Right? Go ahead.
This is 2nd Esdras 16, or start at 66, 67 Salam. It says, behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Before.
Nobody say this. No, the scriptures talk about the Epicureans and the Stoics. Now they were philosophers. Now when you look back at the ancient philosophers, they always had one way of dressing. All them other sects, they always have a uniform way of dressing.
Right.
Alright? It's like IUIC Jews, IUIC purple Jews, CC white, Sakari, blue. All these groups, these false groups, they always have, because why? That is the attraction
Yeah.
to the presumption
And
or
the separation too.
facade of this is separation, and also that they organized.
And the righteous.
You understand?
Yeah.
So they say, hey, look at them. They all dress different, whatever the case is. Hey,
Yeah.
so what?
They make their phylacteries broad, the scripture say.
Yeah.
You understand? Look at me.
John was in camel skin.
God, humble, go to
You
Lord.
understand? Yahweh didn't wear camel skin, so that means
But the
Yahweh
scriptures-
himself wasn't
The
organized.
scripture say Yahushua wasn't comely. I mean, he wasn't pleasant to look at. He was like, look, like a nigga on the street. You understand? Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 23 and verse 25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Yeah. Yeah.
So he said what? They only cleaning the outside. Alright? Because they want to bring that
image of facade. The same way they use it. Facade.
Facade like
Outer
like a mirage.
Yeah, come.
You understand? Or they're going to present this image as though they're all holy and well structured. But the scripture says a man shall be known by his words, not by his look. Alright? Well, the scripture also says a man be known by his look. But to know a wise man, you know a wise man because of his speech.
Okay. And it's not what goes into a man that defines and what comes out. So what you teach.
This is Isaiah 65 verse 5. Which says, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day.
So what is that vexation on his spirit? The Most High hates this wickedness that's being done. It's hypocrisy and this wickedness. Go back to your scripture.
Now, you know, some groups might use that against us. Because when they had this summit the other day, and they were saying all the Hebrew Israelite groups should come together, GMS was the only one who didn't go.
Yeah.
So basically, if we say stand by thyself, but we are holding one down. But we actually, we are better than them because we're preaching the whole doctrine. We're preaching the whole doctrine. But we even let that get to the head to say that, hey, we all popped up because now we still looking at the scripture, say, concept thyself one to another.
One to another, be with you that in like spirit.
Exactly.
Right? And or separate thyself. Mark them that cause divisions and I forget where this go, but mark them that don't have the same doctrine. Yeah, that word mark go back to scope here. So we watch and we see, and the words that they teach and the doctrines and philosophies that they have is not of the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It doesn't reckon with us to be the correct thing. But the doctrine of GMS reckons to be the correct thing. So that's what we have in together, and that's why we separate ourselves from them. Because what they're saying is not scriptural.
This is so going to the Stephen always as counterfeits. So yes, so we actually, you are counterfeits compared to men anymore.
Yeah.
Understand? Because you preach, you like we say a chip off the block. That is all you, because we actually you're not the complete man, you know, because you're preaching that word.
I'm going to come back to that word counterfeit.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 3.
Like Israelites.
Amos chapter 3 verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Yeah, so we can't walk with you. The scriptures say, come out from among them and be separate. The scriptures say, that you dwell not with fornicators. You can't be twisting up the word, Lord's word, and expecting us to be one and the same with unite. It don't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Let me just touch that word counterfeit. Counterfeit. False, especially of money, intended to deceive or carry the appearance of being genuine.
Exactly.
Right? So they are counterfeit. You understand?
I said money.
Yeah.
We're back to them two Greek words, dokimos and adokimos. Alright? Now when you look up the word, when Paul said let's hide your cast away, the word in Greek is adokimos, which means what? A counterfeit money. Money that's not fit for use. Understand?
And
not fit for use.
The meaning number 2 is what? Inauthentic. Inauthentic.
So
you understand?
Not authentic.
The last one they had was what? Hypocritical.
Yeah, they and them is adokimos, the hypocrites. They're not fit for use. They're not fit for the use, the master's use.
GOCC, speaking about mermaids and all this other bullshit that the Savior coming up from the sea. That's being hypocritical, that's being counterfeit. Inauthentic, because the scripture says he's just the angels in Acts number 2, Acts number 1 said what? Ye men of Israel, why ye stand gazing up? The same way we see him go up is the same way he shall return. How he went up? He went up by what? The chariots of Yahweh. He went up by the chariots. And the same way Revelation 1 and 7 says he's going to come back. You understand?
It's said by Isaiah 64 verse 1, it says, oh, if no one has strengthened the scripture said to them, they don't have breath in them.
Huh.
So guys, fight this.
Even Esau looking up for the coming of the Savior. Esau had a space station, Esau had a satellites. Looking up for the coming.
As a scholar, he has some ties with NASA, you know, working with NASA reputation. But he was doing an interview and saying that we do for alien invasion. You understand? We do for alien invasion. Now you know they should have defamed the Lord. Because the scripture said that they speak against this tabernacle, speak against the holy angels. I say the angels are little green men. Alright? But they know that the Lord coming from the skies. That's why they have all them satellites with lasers on them and wherever places. Always viewing outwards to the great beyond. Because they know that the Lord coming from.
When I cut in this vision, I still have camera. Because I try and they know just know just swim across the sky. So you know, still have camera cut in this vision. But they say I try it sometimes and like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, go back to that scripture. Oh, still after.
These are 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout.
Yeah, descend from heaven with a shout. So I just showing you that the people like Nate,
GOCC,
from
Elaraka.
GOCC, alright? Sakar, this one from Sakaria, Alazar, they're going on, and the people in the congregation are just sponges, mocking birds. Because you trying to tell me
Monkeys and parrots.
that a man will tell you that the Lord coming out of the sea, and you wouldn't, scriptures wouldn't run through your mind to see if to evaluate whether if it's true or not, to give some kind of credence to it teaching. Scriptures talk about the church of Berea. You see the scriptures, you see these things are so of this. Lord shall descend from heaven. Behold, he cometh with clouds. I never see a cloud in the sea yet.
In Revelation chapter 22 and 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, power shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Yeah, and that some people say, oh, I talk about the soul. I ain't talking about the so-called white man. So-called white man, he never had part of life. That's talking about you tutors, you Negroes, Latinos, and natives. All your other groups. Because you're twisting up the Lord's word for money's sake. Alright? The Lord don't take your name out of that book, you just scratch it out. And Nate don't know that. That's why Nate say, hey, let me eat and drink because tomorrow we die.
Can't.
Hey, you already had that dream that the oil was taken away.
Long time.
I believe he lied when he said get back. I saw his black eyes and get back.
This is Revelation 19 and 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. And in right
So what?
and I saw heaven open.
Heaven open. Going back to Isaiah 54. All that thou wouldest rend the heaven. He saw heaven open. Alright, go ahead.
And behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
They're called faithful and true. He's talking about the Lord Yahushua. The one people ignorant, he called Jesus. Alright, go ahead.
And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Yeah, make war. The Lord coming back for war to shed terror. The king of terrors. Alright? Going back to Isaiah 63.
Second Ezra 13 says he saw a flying mountain or something.
Yeah, he carved him out of a mountain. But he looked for the region where everything carved it out, he couldn't find it because it was not mountain. It was just a big ass chariot going back to Zechariah 5.
Yeah,
Coming
I know where it is.
Coming in the face of the whole earth.
In Daniel, when Nebuchadnezzar had the dream with the statue, he saw the stone. I think the stone came from heaven too. And basically broke down the statue. Yeah, become a mountain.
Like I see how it's shining.
It's Zechariah 5 and starting at 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off.
That ain't talking that the chariot can cover the face of the whole earth. Because the earth wrong. So they have no way chariot can cover the face of the whole earth. When you look at the word earth, you go back to Aratazar, which means land. That land basically going back to America. Scriptures talk about it going in the house of the thief. The house of the thief is talking about what? America. Alright, that stole Israel and brought them over here. Alright? So that chariot gonna be over America and destroyed, just like they show in Independence Day. Alright, just like they show in Independence Day. That fathership. Alright, gonna cover that whole land.
It says for every
curse of the whole earth. Because why? He's coming to destroy. What the scripture say? Was thy anger against the sea? When thou did ride upon thy chariots of salvation, the Lord gonna dry up the streams. The Lord gonna dry up America. Alright? But what the fire and the brightness of his coming. When
for everyone that steal it shall be cut off as on this side.
It took us 26. Exodus 26. 14.
That steal it a man.
It's 26, 14.
And it be found in his hands. And he be
2460, 2460. Somewhere around there. 2160. Yeah, he that steal it a man shall be put to death. He stole Israel. So he that steal it. And then that if you go in the store and you're hungry and you pack a biscuit to satiate your hunger. Nah, I ain't talking about it. Talking about once you put your hand upon the so-called Negroes that those are Native Americans.
That's right.
Alright, go ahead.
According to it, and everyone that swear it shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
Swear. That said, hey, that so-called white man is the people of the Lord. That said that the Lord Yahushua is a white man. That said his father Yahweh is a white man.
That say that they are the Jews.
Yeah, understand? You see that?
Bible and go to the court system and swear. Put your hand on it and swear and all that.
Understand?
You know, you get it, swear and all that.
It says, I will bring forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Yeah, to the house of the thief, the house of the thief.
I will bring it forth, sorry. I did chariot you're talking about.
The house of the thief, the house of the thief. Talking about what America. Alright? Go ahead.
And into the house of him that swore falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. Then right, I'll stop right there.
Yeah, so
it shall consume it.
The Lord bring it back, and the Lord gonna destroy America. I say it shall remain, because the Lord said, go back to Revelation 9:16, 200 million missiles gonna rain upon America. But the Lord also come with compressed nuclear missiles, which is the chariots. Alright? And destroying America. Alright? Now them chariots, them lasers had to be intense. Had to be intense, because millions of Israelites was in the wilderness, and the Lord sending a pillar of fire, which is a laser from the chariots, and give all Israelites. Them chariots, them lasers had to be intense. They had to be intense to dry up Lot's wife and turn it to a pillar of salt, to turn Sodom and Gomorrah into ash and sulfur. Them had to be intense. Yeah, to drop seas. So, hey, Lord ain't playing. Lord ain't playing right in these last days. All that the scripture says, what? For the vengeance of his temple, all that is for what they did to the elect. Alright? If somebody give it that Revelation 6.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and Saturday 18. They shall see him and despise him, but power shall laugh them to scorn. And they shall hereafter be a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forevermore. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong.
Yeah, rend them. Because the scriptures. Yeah, he said he shall rend them. Going back to what? Daniel, he said the same shall take the kingdom. Alright, the same shall take the kingdom. Alright? Go ahead.
He shall rend them and cast them down headlong, and they shall be speechless. And he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste, and be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish.
And their memorial shall perish. So that eternal day of Rothschild, Rockefeller, Oppenheimer's, Bilderberg, DuPont, Buzz, all them names gonna be what? Gonna be erased out of memory. What the scripture say? That we shall seek him and shall not find him. Alright? That is the name of you Rothschild is gonna be taken off. Now I know you seen the videos, because from the time you mention Rothschild, Rockefeller, YouTube always does that check. Alright? all these Edomites, so-called whites, Lord gonna destroy them. All right, Lord gonna put them in slavery.
That's right.
All right, but not this one. She not.
Watch this one. Watch that. Oh yeah, verse 40, verse 4. Oh shoot, no, verse 20, sorry. And when they cast up the accounts of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquity shall convince them to their face.
Iniquity going to convince you to your face in that day. In that day, you so-called white people, you features or your own sins is going to convince you that all your body are destruction. You understand?
Right, go ahead. Yes, you see how the Most High always send that example? Oh, we speaking about these other Israelite factions. That's what Arya done with. Right, where the scripture say that men's supposed to cover their head? Where is it the glory that a man cover their head? Now you have these supposedly had the white heads of braids, you know, they just on his head. Kofi or Tad or anything else for that. You understand?
Scripture say, the rules had exceeding a great army, bone to his bone, but they came in flesh, they came in sinew, they came in tendons, but they had no breath. Understand? They had no breath. So that is what's going on with them. They're waking up, but guess what? They all know how to breath. Only the elect can have the breath. Revelation 11 and 7. The elect shall obtain. Right? Yeah, Yahweh. That's we call the Lord. The only Lord is Yahweh. Where you get that inspiration from? The Lord never said that his name was Yahweh. Show me the Hebrew alphabet and show me how you get with Yahweh. Show me how you end up with that. Understand? That's what he said, they have none of breath.
It says, Revelation 6 verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High.
Yes, so some of us might be slain for the ministry of the Lord. Understand? Some of us might be slain, and that's going to be a glory unto them that be slain. Go ahead.
And for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a low voice, saying, How long, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai, holy and true, dost thou not judge?
So wait, so let me ask you this. If we're not supposed to speak against the so-called white man and his empire, so then why we brothers who done died and gone into heaven speaking against them? Because for you to say, Lord, how long before you judge the earth? They speaking against the wicked. They speaking against the so-called white man right in Revelation 9. By saying, how long does thou not judge the earth for our blood? Who shed the blood of the children of Israel, the so-called whites? Alright, and these other nations, the so-called Indians, alright, the so-called Hamites, the so-called African, the Hamites that rounded us up. Moab, Ammon. Alright? They were the ones who shed our blood. Alright, they shed our blood. Alright? So the Lord said, how long does thou not judge our blood? And I speaking against the so-called white man.
It says, how long? It says, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes was given unto us.
Just come over on this side. Come over on this side. You know, the brother here speaking to these people here in Spanish. I can't speak Spanish, so I can say buenos dias. I don't know what buenos dias is. You understand? Good morning. Buenos noches. Right? But hey, that does the scripture say there is no speech that
Revelation, Psalm 19.
that their voice is not heard. Alright, that was talking about the internet, but also guess what? Israel scattered throughout all the four corners of the earth, speaking all sorts of language.
God.
So that is why you Lord bless brothers when you give certain brothers when you give that tongue, speaking different languages, not alright? They speak in different languages to edify Israel that spread through the four corners of the earth.
Okay, please. In Psalm 19, verse 1, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where the voice is not heard.
Yeah, there's the internet. Now going back to the internet where you can have different languages from all around the world. Alright, but as I said, hey, Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So this says what? That there's no speech that their voice is not heard because Israel scattered throughout all people. Alright? And the Lord, the Most High, had these crackers, the scripture says Psalms, Lord, my enemy had written a book, and I will wear it upon my head as a crown. Alright, the Lord will spread so-called, these devils, so-called whites, that they can what? That they will translate the Bible in different languages to what? So that Israel will scatter throughout all the four corners of the earth could understand the word and be drawn towards the word. Alright? And that is what we see happening right now. Israel waking up through the four corners of the earth. Alright? Because we are at a time when Israel waking up. Right?
This is Romans 10:18. What I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their song went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Yeah, the words went into the ends of the earth. That is what the scripture say. The eyes shall see a teacher. Now you can see the teacher as what? Through YouTube. Right? Through YouTube. Alright? And I see the teachers eye to eye. Alright? Hearing their voice. Like back then, when the apostles had to travel for months, back and forth, so that brothers could actually hear their voice. They might send epistles on the place, but guess what? The Lord made the ministry easier unto us. He made it easier by what? Translating the word into different languages. He made it easier by what? Giving the word chapters and verses. Because guess what? You know how hard it would have been back then to find a scripture, without verses. Isaiah had what? 66 chapters. So you had to be going through, looking, and it hard. It was harder back then. It was harder back then. Alright? It was harder back then. Alright? It was harder back then for what the apostles and the prophets to find the scriptures. But now, the Lord made it easier by putting the Spirit in these people to what? To simplify the word for us. To make it more ready for us. And giving us what? The Strong's Concordance, the Bible Dictionary. Because the enemy wrote that. The Zondervan Bible Dictionary. But we wait upon we head like a crumb because that actually helped us to expound certain things in the Bible even further. Alright? North American Indians by James Adair. The enemy wrote that. Alright, go ahead.
It says Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 17. His glory is like the firstlings of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of the unicorn.
Yeah, going back to what? The satellites. Alright? The satellites. Alright, the satellite dish. Alright, go ahead.
With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth.
People together to the ends of the earth. That even the scripture says, give me that in Baruch 4 or Baruch 5. I believe it's Baruch 4. Turn. Just now, do later. That's where you interject real quick. Toin.
Baruch 4:36-37. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lord, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One.
Yeah, pushing them together by the word of the Lord. They come together by the word of the Lord. That is how we coming together. Because guess what? I never meet the apostles face to face, but guess what? We've been pushed together by what? Through the unicorn, through the internet. Alright? Which scripture says, Psalm 64, 68 and 4, my own tongue shall testify against thee. Job 15, I believe it's verse 5, not I, but thy own tongue had condemned thee. Now, because of the internet, we know that the so-called white man is Esau. We know that how the international bankers operate. Alright? when they set up the Federal Reserve going back in 1913 to the for 100 years. All right, that's why we show America going to crash, because the American dollar was on a 100-year system we set up back there in Jackal Island. All right, and that done. All right, that done. So that's why you see all these countries pulling away from using it. All right, we know how they operate in secrecy, but the Lord revealing them. All right, and if it wasn't the internet, they would have people all around the world who even know about the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers. There's some people before you even come in the truth, you know about the elites, because by these music industry people, showbiz from Hollywood, whatever the case is.
So like, for example, Michael Jackson, you didn't know how wicked he was till now. Because I watched a video just recently where they were showing you, now that we know about the Illuminati and the symbolism, watch this and they show you everything Michael Jackson used to do. How he used to put his hand. It was the 666 he was doing. Holding his crutch and all these different things. It was different Illuminati symbols or Satan worshipping symbols that he was doing. Plenty of his performances was just giving pure praises to Satan, to the devil. You understand? But why? Through the internet we now know. You understand?
Some of them things is to attack your subconscious.
So what? We used to praise him as a god because what? He had talent. So we uphold him as we gave him power as some god, right? To be a god is who you put energy or your passion into it or whatever you put your passion or energy into, right? But now we know that he is a false god and a god to the left.
Matter of fact, it's a book because my auntie studied up with certain things. It had certain books that she had, and actually inside the book they actually say Michael Jackson was a god in reincarnation. So they actually do worship him as a god.
You know, people,
not.
man, white bitches used to be fainting for that man.
Yeah.
They watch back some of the concert. Men and women used to faint. That's like the presence of that man, the energy he brings. His power is that energy he brought. So it's something he did. He sold over his soul to the devil to get that energy. Because what happened when Yahushua fasted 40 days and 40 nights? Satan came to him and said, what? Bow down and worship me. And he showed them all the kingdoms of the earth. He said, all this is mine, I'll give it to you. And what Yahushua did? He resisted him. He said, what? It is written that the Lord only, the Father only, which is Yahweh only, we shall worship. You understand? Anyway, go back to the scripture, Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 17. His glory is like the firstlings of his bullock. His horns are like the horns of the unicorn. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth. And there are 10,000 of Ephraim, and there are the thousands of Manasseh. Right? Listen, Job 39, verse 9. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee, or abide by thy crib? Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrows, or will he narrow the valleys of after thee? Right? So the unicorn, as the brother was breaking down, is what? The satellite dish. Right? In the satellite dish, there's something they call it the feed horn. That pointy thing you see in the middle there, that's the feed horn. That's where the information is transferred. It is reflected onto the dish, and it's transferred. It comes in and goes out through the feed horn. Right? So you can go on the internet and see this presently as a live stream. If you go tomorrow, if you go later on tonight, if you go in China, it'll be translated into Chinese. That's how we have brothers waking up all four corners of the earth. Right? That's how we saw the manifestation of the scriptures as the nations coming together. That's the purpose of the signs. Ephraim is going to be, Israel is going to be joined back to what? To Judah. Right? That's all scriptural. What we see happening here is the manifestation of the scriptures. So it's the Spirit of the Lord working. Those who have the scriptural eyes will see. We're not just out here as men just talking because we have no purpose. We don't have a cause. Our purpose is to fulfill the word of our Father Yahweh Shai. That's what this book is written about. This book is not written about this flaky faggot, this white hair, white pale skin, blue eyes, and blonde hair man. That man was a man by the name of Sandra Bourget. Right? He was a physical man that walked the earth. Not saying that our Savior Yahushua wasn't a physical man. But this man was an Edomite that walked the earth. This man, his family was called what? The first crime family out of Italy. Right? The Bourgets. Right? Cedric Borgia was the son of Alexander Borgia, the 6th Pope of Rome, right? He raped, what he did, sorry, he bribed his way into the papacy, right? His son murdered his way into the papacy, right? His son, who the world worship as Jesus Christ, Cedric Borgia, had sex with his sister. People don't know that, but you worship, you go into everybody's grandmother's and grandfather's house, and you see that image, and they revere that image. But that man was a wicked man, a wicked Edomite, right? That was a wicked Edomite, but they had a purpose. Why when we teach now that the Savior was a black man, everybody said his color doesn't matter. Why his color didn't matter when they came in? You can remember the year, I'm not too good with the dates. 12th century. 12th century, what? That was the Renaissance. Renaissance means the rebirth, because prior to that, blacks ruled Europe. We ruled Europe, and all the images of the saints and the Savior was black. Right? The true identity was shown. Just recently, they had a big day in the Coptic church in Russia. Right? There was a big day in the Coptic church in Russia. I can't remember what they was keeping, what holiday they was keeping. But when you watch inside the Coptic church, they had all these how this has, I don't want to say statues because it's more like pictures. But it was Renaissance art. It was art, not really Renaissance. It was art, but guess what? It was made out of gold. But the disciples and the apostles and the Savior were black. So they might have the ornaments all around them in gold, but guess what? The images of the men were black, right? But when in the Renaissance, in the rebirth, they did something called iconoclasm. Iconoclasm was that they whitewashed all the images. They whitewashed the images, starting with this bitch, Cedric Borgia, right? Because they used two artists by the name, one by the name of Michelangelo, and the other one by the name of Leonardo da Vinci, right? And they painted this bitch here. Look at here. This is his original image. They painted his image to be the image of Christ. The word Christ means Amashaya, or anointed one. They painted his image to be the anointed one, but he was not the anointed one. He was a so-called white man. He was an Edomite, right? A wicked Edomite too, right? Because he murdered and he bribed his father's way into the papacy, right? So that devil, one part of our duty is to bring to the people the truth. Not part of it. Our main duty is to bring the truth.
That's right.
Right? And the truth is that so-called white man and these white people on the earth are the devil. Right? The word devil means deceiver. Right? They show you it, and the scripture says that they were boss. They show you it in the movie Roots. Right? They took us from our land, they brought us into a strange place, and they took away our language. What do you think he was doing when he was beating Kunta Kinte? What is your name? Kunta Kinte? No, it's Toby. And they was beating him, they was beating his language out of him. They beat our heritage out of us. They beat our nationality out of us. Because we are not Africans. There's a reason why we was in the west coast of Africa. Right? Because we fled Roman persecution in 70 AD. The state of Judea was oppressed by who? Titus and Domitian. Hamites. We are not Africans. We are the Israelites. That's right. We are the chosen people of God.
That's right.
According to the Bible, we are different. We are special. Right? We are separate. And we are above all the other nations of people, all the other races of people on the planet.
That's right.
Right? And those who choose to ignore that, choose to turn a blind eye to that, every eye will see and behold when our Savior comes.
That's right.
And he's going to come and appear as a black man out of the sky. Alright?
This is I was saying that the commander changing laws from a saints from a black man to a super white, right? First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Yeah, when the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images, right? So what they do? They put themselves in place of what? The chosen people of the Most High. And they create that deception that they are the chosen. Because what? When you look up the word advertisement, It means to persuade a person to something, to some preferred thing, to purchase for whatever reason. But you want to persuade that people to that cause, right? You want to persuade them. You want to persuade our audience to a certain cause, right? To buy, to believe, to whatever it may be. And this is what it did. When they painted or iconoclazed all the images, was to persuade the masses, Israel, that they are God. Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come except they are coming falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who oppose it and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Right. So right. No, you're in front of this camera here. You're not blocking this camera here? Right. No, one second. Take this. Right. Yeah. It's right. Yeah. That day shall not come unless the son of perdition be revealed. Because he's sitting in his seat as though he is God. Right? The word perdition means sin. Right? That man is sin. That son of perdition is who he saw the so-called white man.
Destruction.
Right? So this is what is being manifested. This is what is happening on the planet right now. That man has been revealed. That truth is coming out. He's the devil. He's the deceiver. And he's the provocation of the whole planet. Right? He's provoking all nations.
Hey, and that's the next thing too. Scripture said that wicked shall be revealed.
God.
So if you don't speak against the so-called white man,
How are we going to reveal it?
fulfilling prophecies. Because they're not revealing the so-called white man, they're not revealing who wicked is. It's so easy. The scriptures say, forget not the voice of the enemies. So now, if you don't teach the people who the enemies are, then guess what? They're going to trust the enemy. They must let the people know who the enemies are. When you say don't speak against the enemies, actually that's because why? You don't fall in love with the enemy. The scripture says, you're of your father, the devil. Lust of your father, and the will of your father, you will lose.
What?
Yeah, we shall come back. It will be a so-called black man, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
These are Isaiah 52 verse 15. So shall he sprinkle many nations, and the king shall shut their mouths at him. For that which had not been told them shall they see, and that which they had not heard shall they consider. Because it had been told them that he was a so-called black man, so that is what they go and see when he come back. You understand?
But the scriptures in play. The scriptures say what? We are the salt of the earth. With all the salt, there's no flavor. Jake and every fucking thing that's sweet. Everything that's sweet. You understand? They have a dancing program. We're the best dancers. You understand? You have a karate tournament. We're the best in karate. You understand? It's all like the portray in the Hollywood movies that they're the best in everything, but they're not. They're weak according to the scriptures. What the scriptures said, two nations shall come out of thy bowels, and one nation shall be stronger than the other. So no matter how much they portray it, Seagull could beat up every fucking thing and come out unscarred. You understand? Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger always coming back. I'm back. I'll be back. All this shit. But guess what? Jake, Israel, we are the sweetness on the planet. Without our music, you'll be dancing that shit with mask on your face. You know that shit that Esau does do. Esau can't even move. Yeah, like crazy fucking people. Listen to the beat of the music. The music have no rhythm. They're worse than the fucking Easternians. They're worse than the Elamites. You can still pull a vibe out of the Elamites because you know why he had Jacob around there. You ever watch an Elamite beat drum? It's like crazy fuckingness. They really don't have any beat to follow after.
No rhythm.
Everybody in their groove. You understand? Ding, ding, ding. Every fucking noise, like, you know?
I think the scripture say Psalms 148 and 147. They that capture us required of us a song.
Yeah.
Why they require song from the city? Because they can't sing.
No. And yeah, that next thing is a beat. Show us and Goodbye Uncle Tom, I think it was. They gave us instruments, and as we was marching to the different places, going to what you say, plantation, we used to have us singing. You understand? They used to beat us to sing too. Boy.
It's Isaiah 26 verse 11. Lord, when thy hand is lifted up, they will not see, but they shall see and be ashamed for their envy, and the people hear the fire of thy enemies shall devour them.
Huh. They envy us and our talent, but the Most High is going to devour them. Why? Absolutely.
This is Deuteronomy 26. I'll start at 17 to 19. It says, thou hast avouched Yahweh this day to be thy power, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments, and to hearken unto his voice. And Yahweh hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations, which he hath made in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto Yahweh thy power, as he hath spoken.
Right, what the word holy means? It means to be separate. Right? So this is what is happening. That's why we will never join with these other Israelite factions. Right? Because we separate from them in doctrine and in truth. They have falsehoods, they have stains, they have blood stains within the doctrine that causing Israel to sin, to err. But the Most High wants perfection out of us. And our trial is to bring perfection out of us. So some of the elect that are up on a mount, these are the camps. It's part of their trial too. It's part of their trial too. The moment this whole thing, Yahweh Shai says what? We're going to judge. We're going to be kings. We're going to judge angels. We're going to rule the world. We're going to judge the world. And in order to be a righteous judge, what? We're going to have to know wickedness. So we're going to have somebody there that has to learn that wickedness firsthand. You understand? Yeah. But
pertaining to the replacing, trying to replace us. Talking, trying to teach you that they're the sweet ones of the earth. This precept is coming from Isaiah 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Right.
Bitter for sweet. He's so bitter, he's so like cricks. Like crackers that is just salted.
Salt biscuit.
But the real cookies and cream is really Israel. So they try to take the Negroes that was and natives out of the equation and put themselves inside it. But really and truly, they can't fulfill scriptures.
Watch it. It's all evident. Because scriptures say they'll boast about themselves, they'll tell of themselves. Esau will have a cooking program, a cooking competition. And they will come and learn your native dish and go back and say that they can cook it better than you. They will always win the competition, they can cook it better than you. You understand? Esau is a wicked devil that the scriptures speak out.
But we all know Esau can't cook, hence the reason they always have the cook in the house is a J. You know it's Esau cook? Go in the fridge, take out something that already pre-cooked and put it in the microwave. That is Esau cooking.
If they even wash it, even if they wash up the stuff, they cut it up. But they don't even season their shit. They didn't know about seasoning if it wasn't for us.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
Them cook programs, they just pay them people to taste that food. But I don't see how Esau cook to taste good. That, it's good. And you make him millions off for that. And Jacob really had his sweet and kind of make parallels.
Right, but anything for Esau tastes good.
Yeah.
Anything, everything.
Like when this devil came down here and used him you know, he had they carry him out on the sea. He catch kingfish. And I mean, the fellas who carry him out on the sea look like Winston Edomites too, eh? They boss the kingfish down in the center and they pull out the hand. And he eat the hand. And I mean, Winston Edomites watch him and like, they watch him like in disgust now, but you understand? But they have Mount Jake so much, you know, he eat the hand raw. But guess what? He came and he ate I think it was cow soup. And he said that was disgusting, basically. You know? But they made us eat that. And we learn how to, we take the leftovers and we learn how to make that. We put flavor to that. We learn how to make that an enjoyable meal. You understand? Go ahead,
This is Psalm 147:19. He shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
What you talking behind? Because I'll come on. Or the closer to the camp. Go ahead.
He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation.
Right, he hadn't dealt so to any other nation. They say, who is he talking about? He created heaven and earth. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Right? He didn't deal so with any other nation. The word nation goes back to the word Raza, which means race. Right? Go on a race, he showed his law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
He had not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
And as for his judgments, as for his laws, as for his corrections, as for how he punishes, how he corrects, they all don't know it. The other nations don't know it. Right? That's what the scriptures say. That's what the scriptures say. What? That in the eyes of everybody, we're going to seem to perish. But guess what? The judgment of the laws upon these other nations, upon 2/3 of our people, is how they die, right? And then his judgment with the saints, he said he judged the righteous also. Our judgment will be correction, right? He said to us, all right, he said to us, when we come off on the wrong path, we come off and we go on the wrong path, he said to us, back on the right path, right? You all don't know his judgments. You all don't know his word. You all don't know his commandments. You understand? And there's a reason why, because he only gave it to Israel. He only gave it to Jacob. Right? You know why he only gave it to Jacob? The main reason he gave it to Jacob, because we're going to rule next. That's right. He saved the best for last. In Daniel, the vision of the statue. Who ruled? The Babylonians, then the Medo-Persians, then the Greco-Romans. Right? And these Greco-Romans still in authority. Right? Who are the Greco-Romans? The so-called white man, which is the Edomites. Right? But who have next? The best race have next. The race that he gave his law, statutes, and commandments. That is Israel. That is the chosen seed. And why we chosen? Because we were given the laws. Why we were given the laws? To rule over all the other nations. Why? No, just hold on.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 27. 26. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove, and of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. And among all the multitudes of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people.
He has gotten one people. The Most High has his favorite things. He has favorite things. I don't know if it's Lily. Alright, go ahead. And we are his favorite people. We are special people unto him. According to the scriptures, we are the apple of his eye. That's right.
And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
He gave us a law that is approved of all. That's the law, statutes, and commandments. The laws, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not take anything what the Lord thy God in vain, so on and so forth. What you call the 10 commandments. And his statutes and his judgment, they all add up to 613. Because at the end of the day, if Israel keep all of this, we're going to behave in a certain way. The law, statutes, and commandments going to bring a different behavior about us. Starting with, all the men of Israel are going to keep their beards. That's why you see these men out here with beards. Who could grow? No one. We have. Right? A beard, when you look it up, it means a badge of honor. Right? We have the badges of honor. We kept that. That kept us separate from all these other nations. Right? The next thing that we won't do, we won't commit adultery. Right? We will know what adultery is first to begin. Because there's spiritual adultery. That is when we go after these other doctrines, these other churches. And there's physical adultery. When a woman sleeps with a woman who is married to a man, sex is marriage, according to the Bible. Right? Right? Two flesh become one. The spirits become one. When she leaves her husband and sleeps with another man, that's adultery. Right? That man, the woman is an adulterer, and the man is an adulterer. And both of them shall be put to death. Right? What else we would do? We would have a Sabbath day. We wouldn't work on the Sabbath. That's a behavior. Right? Now we have certain groups or denominations of religion that try to keep a Sabbath, the Seventh-day Adventists. We have some Israelite factions that keep Sabbath on a Friday and a Saturday. But that's not what the scripture says. The first Sabbath comes in with the first day of the month. The first day of the month is what? The new moon.
That's right.
The word moon means month. The new moon means the new month.
That's right.
New month is the first day of the Sabbath. 6 days after that, on the 7th day, is the second day, second Sabbath, and so on and so forth. Right? This is a behavior, this is a culture that we're going to develop or would have as the men of the Lord, as Israel, as a nation, sorry, as a nation.
This is Sirach chapter 43 and verse 6.
Salakia. And next thing we want to do, we want to have faggots among us.
That's right.
Because the Lord said, if a man lay with mankind as he lay with a woman, both of them shall be put to death.
That's right.
Gone.
Right? So there is no justification on who is the giver, who is the taker. 2 faggots shall be put to death.
Right.
Go ahead.
The second Sirach.
And it goes for lesbians too. Because the scripture says what they've changed even right, yeah, they changed the natural use of themselves. Woman, man, you know, every scripture.
If I could say this too, even bestiality, if somebody tries to rape an animal,
Yeah.
the animal ain't do nothing, you know, the animal are all up to them. You understand?
And this place gets so stupid, we see a man having sex with a car muffler.
What?
Yeah. But on the video there, a man having sex, literally having sex, getting pleasure from pushing his penis into a muffler. Jake too. What? Yeah, but yes. He's not pushing it, his pump gas. What?
So you're talking about the moon, right?
What?
This is Sirach chapter 43 and verse 6. It says he made the moon also to serve in a season.
Boy, the word season means appointed time, right? So he made the moon to serve. The moon, the moon has a purpose, right? It's a sign ordained to tell us the time that we are in, right? When you see they have a blood moon, something great is about to happen. When you see there's a comet, something is about to happen.
So this, no, if I'm not mistaken, when the whole uproar with the blood moon was going about, they say in 70 AD, before the Romans came in, it had a blood moon tetrad.
And also I think there was the Hades comet.
Hades comet.
I think the Hades, but that's something that's in among the years. They found a frequency, but I think the Hades pass around that time too.
Right? They say 1948, when the Jews going in Israel, it had a blood moon tetrad. You understand? It had a blood moon tetrad. And now, at the end of Esau kingdom, it had a blood moon tetrad again, so we know the end right there.
That's right.
Understand?
That's what it's
Scripture said that on
Genesis 1 and 14. Genesis 1 and 14. Go ahead. See what it says.
yeah, I think it's Joel 2:28 say before the end he will give up blood moon or something.
It's in
Acts
Matthew
1.
24 too. Matthew 24.
Matthew 24.
You can get it. Genesis 1 and 14. Go ahead.
Genesis 1 verses 14. And Yahweh said, let there be
That's the Alahaya. That's the Alahaya.
and Yahweh,
Just read it verbatim.
Yeah.
and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to provide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for
Let
seasons
them be for what signs and for seasons.
and for days and for years.
Right? So let them be for signs and seasons and for days and for years. Right? Sign and season means appointed time, right? Go ahead. Read your scripture now.
Sirach chapter 43, verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in a season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. From the moon is a sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Right, for the moon is a sign of feast. The new moon is the new month, and the new moon is also a feast day. Right? So we have the new moon feast that we keep. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. The month is called after her name.
The month is called after her name, the new moon. It's a new month. Right? And we have Hebrew names for the months. We don't have just January, February, March, all that bullshit. We have what? Nisan, Iyar, I don't know if anybody right, but we have different names, right?
Because I think some of the names go like the month of Tammuz.
Yeah,
No, we can't use Tammuz.
We're not going to use that name.
Right? Or when you look up the word moon, you got the Latin word mene, which means month. Also in Genesis 7:11, it says Noah came off the ark in the 17th day of the month. And when you look up the word month, go back to the Hebrew word Kadash, which means what? Moon. New moon. 17th day of the new moon. So most that.
Noah on the ark was checking the moon. They was counting the days as you just read in Genesis 1 and 14. The days are nice and it was on the moon. Go ahead.
The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument.
Increasing wonderfully in her changing. Right? Because when the new moon comes, in, there's 0% visibility. You can't look up into the sky and see the new moon. If you're in a still or forested area or high place where there's no still lights, maybe you might see the 0.1% of light that's going to be there. But other than that, you can't see it. Right? But increasing in her changing. So from 0% visibility is going to go into her fullness, which is the full moon, which is going to be in the middle of the month, which is approximately about 2 weeks. From 0% visibility to what? Full visibility, which is the full moon. Right? Is a changing from 0 to full. Go ahead. So this is the understanding of the scriptures, right? This is how we know that this is the true doctrine, because the scriptures we echo by what we keep, we echo the scriptures. Go ahead.
Being an instrument of the armies above.
Right, the angels in control of the moon and the stars and all these other ornaments up there in the firmament. The angels in control. They have angels holding posts, doing their work. It's like how we supposed to be doing our work, bringing this truth to the nation. Go ahead.
Shining in the firmament of heaven.
Go ahead.
The beauty of heaven.
Alright, stop. Go ahead.
This is Joel 2:31. It says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh come.
Right, so that's what we had. Right? We in the most recent time, I think September of last year was what? The last of a tetrad blood moon. A tetrad blood moon is what? It was like four times the moon went into, tetra means 4, right? 4 times the moon went blood red, or red, right? That's a sign or a symbol, right? Esau kingdom is about to fall, right? We had Issachar, the tribe that was responsible, who we call the Mexicans, going back to the Aztecs and the Mayans, the natives. They had a calendar, right? And in their calendar, they didn't give a year, but it said at the end of the time would have been a changing of power, right? When they really understand what it said, it wasn't going to be an end of the earth, but it was going to be a changing of power, the end of an age, right? Now what happened is that Esau subscribed a year, I think it was what, 2000? I think it was 2000.
No, it's 2012 in my calendar.
2012, right? Yeah, just give it a right, so like 2012 was supposed to be the end of the age, but guess what? Esau, you are the devil, because according to the scriptures, you seek to change the times, right? So even if you could have interpreted that calendar, guess what? What you are telling us is not the truth. You understand? You know why? Because the scripture says, no man know the day or the hour that the Lord cometh. And all the calendar really said is that what? There's going to be a changing of age. There's going to be changing of power and rulership. You understand? So thus that calendar doesn't lie. You know why? Because it echoes the words of the Lord.
To show me Esau know. You must see Esau digging up to the Bhagavad Gita in the Quran.
No. What's to show that history?
Esau always digging up the thing that was pertain to Israel. Not because he fascinated with Israel.
Up to this day, they're still in Jerusalem digging up, or Israel digging up. They have archaeologists over there still digging up. Up to this day, they're still finding artifacts. And the scripture said, "What the earth will help us." The scripture said, "The earth will help us." How they help us? What they find is going to reveal that we speak the truth. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 29.
I was saying just now. No, not because they're fascinated with Israel history, but because why? They want to understand the times, the signs of the times. Alright? Because they know the Mayans, what Issachar had that understanding. That is why they go into trying to understand the Mayan calendar. Because if they just thought it was some random artifact, they just had it in some museum, bada bing, bada boom, and that is it. But they know that it has something to do with time. That's why they put time and emphasis into studying it. Because they know according to scriptures, they have the understanding of the time. That's why they put emphasis in understanding the prophecies. You understand? Because why they want to have, basically they want to prepare themselves for the Lord, so to speak. Right? That is why Esau going into all that, because the scriptures today they wise and eternal light. So Esau going into all that. Right?
They're still like you look, because they're still digging up underneath them Mayan pyramids. Up to this day, they're still digging up. I was watching National Geographic or I think it was National Geographic I was watching. But they found like there's a stone, and I don't remember the name of the stone. There's a stone that can make arrowheads and knives. That stone sharp, real sharp, and hard, right? And they was digging it up, they're mining that stone right now. You know?
If I could say this too, because I was reading the book of Job today, right? 38 and 39 basically like Most High answered Job out of the blue. And you know the scriptures say, you know, if you could search out the heavens above and whatever the case is, that basically then the Most High go cast off all of Israel from being his people. And blah blah blah. Job 39 I want to have a question. Because you notice, really actually Esau really like to search out all kind of things to basically do what? Turn back can. I wanted to read this real quick to back where I was saying. This is Job 29, Deuteronomy 29, 29. It says the secret things belong unto Yahweh our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Right? So it are things that only the Most High himself know, like in the time when he's sending back his son, because not even Yahweh Shai know when he coming back. Right? Not the angels of heaven, neither us down here. Right? But only the Most High. The Most High keep that to himself. You understand? Yeah.
Job chapter 38 and verse 4. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. Who had laid the measures thereof? If thou knowest.
Yeah, if thou knowest. That is why he trying to search out all these kind of things, because he was like game a challenge. You understand? So that's why he go with certain animals. Right?
Yes.
Jump to 39.
I say 101, 35.
What verse 139 and 1?
This is Job chapter 39 verse 1. Knowest thou the time when the wild goats of the rock bring forth?
Yeah. So certain things you see Esau does be doing. Like this animal here, what it does do, after a certain period of time, they just bring forth this, and it does take out 9 months or 2 months or 3 months to calve, and around this period of time is mating season, whatever the case is. So he try his best to search out all things. Go ahead.
Or canst thou mark when the hinds do calve? Canst thou number the months that they fulfill? Or knowest thou the time when they bring forth? They bow themselves, they bring forth their young ones, they cast out their sorrows. Their young ones are in good liking, they grow up with corn, they go forth and return not unto them. Who had sent out the wild ass free? Or who had loosed the bands of the wild ass? Whose house
I have made the wilderness and the barren land his dwellings.
Yeah, you got hold on. Right? So guess what? That is where you notice Esau trying to do when they want certain documentaries and that kind of thing. It had this one on CNC3. Right? That is a local channel over here in Trinidad. Right? But the icy planet or something, so where they show you what with polar bears and all that. First, what the male go do, he go track the center of the female. And when he track the center of the female, they see the bear point, he paws into her paws, basically tracking she, smelling she, but now she don't have no cubs or whatever the case is. Right? And when he'll do, he'll fight up on a male bears, he will be able to share on the far period of time, then they separate. So he's so trying to search out all these wonders, whatever the case is, and basically what? When he went and tried to do is say, well, Lord, look, I search it out. You have to cast off Israel from being a people. All this he's so trying to do is what? The scripture saying in Hebrews 12:16, he searched for a place of war redemption, but he ain't going to find none. Isaiah 14 verse 1, the Lord said, yet he'll have mercy on Israel. He made Esau to be that lump to be destroyed. Right? He made Esau to be that lump to be destroyed. Right? Proverbs 16 verse 4.
Yes. It's Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. The Lord had made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. And who the Most High say when I call about our wickedness? Esau. Right? That is you so-called white people. Right? The Most High made you to be destroyed.
That's right.
Right? Romans 11, I believe it's verse 25, somewhere around there. Right? The Most High say, she will not take ungodliness out of Jacob. Right? We was those people that had the iron neck. You understand? And he basically used you because you're the hammer, you hold earth to pound certain things into us, but Most High will not deal with you after. You understand? Most High will not deal with you. So don't feel that you ain't going to get punished. We don't get our punishment. Just your ass can try to about now. Understand? Psalms.
Talk long, man.
There come. Psalms 126. I really won't take it, just 6 verses. It says, when Yahweh turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, Yahweh had done great things for them. It says Yahweh had done great things for us, whereof we are glad. So,
Isaiah 61, I think it's verse 9. It says, all people shall acknowledge him. So they that day go back to his muscle on fight, they're gonna know that we are the seed of the Lord. Understand?
Also in Ezekiel 39, the last probably 8 verses, said then the other nations shall know that basically Israel is his people and they only went into captivity because of the iniquity. But he will not bring them back. It says, turn again our captivity, O Yahweh, as the streams in the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him.
Yes, so we in the scripture say, Lord gonna take away all tears. Alright? And we at that time when the Lord gonna take away all tears from us. Right? And that is the time we're about to enter into. That is why we so pushing this word, because we see prophecies coming to pass and we're gonna get out of here. That's right. Right? Alright? So with that, we will praise this to Yahweh. Give double honor to the apostles of great place to that well. Salutations to the men of the hope and saints elect. Alright? So shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.